Hi betting experts, a 9-race extravaganza on Saturday. We've got the best of the action from Kempton on the all-weather and Ascot and Haydock with a compelling mix of group race action and some really tough heritage handicaps. The ground, well, that complicates matters. Ascot at the moment, good, but plenty of rain forecast. They've also had issues. They've reseeded the track at Ascot and looked pretty patchy to me on Friday. And Haydock, good to soft at the moment, but again, rain in the forecast. Hopefully they missed the worst of it. I've just assumed good to soft really at both tracks at worst. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap. This goes in the 115 at Haydock, a Group 3 over a mile, and I think the value here lies with Clove Hitch. Now this filly is a very highly regarded sort from the Andrew Balding yard. We've been talking about Andrew all summer. He's absolutely flying still, 18 winners in the last fortnight, and she created a deep impression with me when winning by 8 lengths at Newbury in June. Now the form of that race probably not a lot, but she was so impressive. She made all the running and sprinted clear for a hand ride. It was really impressive. They put her straight into a Group 3 at Sandown, but the ground was very testing, and I thought she got an ordinary ride, parked out wide in rear and just unable to make any headway at all on the soft ground, with the race dominated against the far rail. Basically, I think it was a line through run. I think she's a lot better than that. This flat track will suit Murphy, who's riding at the top of his form, is in the saddle, and I think Clove Hitch can improve past some pretty opposable rivals. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the 150 at Haydock. It's a handicap over 1 mile 6, and I think the rain's come in time here for Contacto, also representing Andrew Balding and Oisin Murphy. Now this one was pretty impressive in the mud over 1 mile 4 furlongs last time out, looking a relentless galloper, revelling in the testing ground, and I think he can defy a career high mark here, now up to 1 mile 6 for the first time. The rain's come in time for him, and I think that could be a bit of a negative to the chance of most of his market rivals. The remaining 7 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll do them in time order. Over to Ascot for a handicap at 135, over 7 furlongs. Well, the Wizard of Eye was really impressive over this course and distance when winning a 21 runner contest in May. Been lightly raced, just 1 run since with excuses. Back to Ascot, back James Doyle, a very good booking, and I think there should be plenty more to come. The one thing in Wizard of Eye's favour, I think, is freshness at this stage of the season. You're just getting to that point in the autumn now where horses have had enough. They've often been on the go since March or April, have had 6 or 7 runs, and you're not seeing them at their best. So I tend to look for horses who've been fairly lightly raced and are fresh at this time of the season. On to Ascot for the 210 now, a handicap over 1 mile 4. Well, Solomon is a very interesting runner here for William Haggis. I thought he posted a career best effort when winning in style at Haydock in August, and last time he was rolled over at 5-4, but I watched that run back this morning. On the face of it, it was a disappointing run, but he just didn't settle for a mile. Basically, in the first half of the race, he was restrained and free and then didn't get home. So hopefully in this bigger field, he should settle, and there should be plenty more improvement in the tank. Obviously, Haggis, a genius at improving these handicaps inch by inch. Back to Haydock for the 225, another handicap over 1 mile 6. Again, we're looking for freshness here. If not now, comes from a yard, Rafe Beckett, who've had a fantastic summer so far, and this stayer remains open to plenty of improvement since undergoing a gelding operation in the winter. I think you can forgive a lesser effort at Epsom last time out. I'm always willing to chuck out runs there. It was a messy, rough race in behind. I suspect he bounced second run back, and his reappearance second at Lingfield I thought was a really creditable effort and pretty strong form for the grade. He's less exposed and fresher than most of these rivals. Over to Kempton for the Group 3 at 235, a 7 furlong contest here. Well, Lion's Pride has run really well in defeat all season and represents the Gosdens, who do particularly well at Kempton. I think this is a drop in class. He should go really well under Kieran Schumacher, who's riding winners now with a bit of confidence. Back to Haydock for the 3 o'clock, a sprint over 5 furlongs, a handicap. Well, Chagrin has thrived for Mick Appleby since arriving from Clive Cox. He did have an undergo a gilding operation before he arrived, and that's made all the difference. He's been winning and running in the frame really consistently and likeably all summer. He ran a career best when 5th at 20 runners at York last time out, and I think he'll go really close here if he can weave his way through late Oisin Murphy, a very eye-catching booking for the yard here, by the way. Back to Kempton for the 3:15, a mile handicap. Well, EBT's Guard is an interesting runner here. Been running really well until having excuses last time out, and this extra credit really, because Muir and Grassick have had a very quiet summer. Their horses have been below par for most of the season. Very few winners. EBT's Guard deserves extra credit for running really well at that time, and hopefully they're turning the corner now with the autumn coming up. And finally, the day's big race, the 3:35, the Group 1 Sprint Cup at Haydock, over 5 furlongs, loads of speed on here. I think that might set things up nicely for Jasur. He's a progressive sprinter for Clive Cox. 3 wins from 8 career starts. A bit of cut in the ground should be ideal. He impressed in a Group 3 on good soft ground at Ascot in May at a time when the yard was very quiet, and I thought he shaped really well last time out. He missed the break at Newmarket. He tanked into things and then just faded in the final 100 yards. I think this flat 5 furlongs, absolutely ideal under Jim Crowley. Best of luck with all 9 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.